Billings best mix of 2K, and today Sean Mendez wrapping up about 30 minutes nonstop style. Things just got a whole lot crazier in here. It's already been kind of a wacky morning, a little bit of a circus because I got my kids here today, and then now we have Derek Wolf from Yellowstone Valley Animal Shelter with a rambunctious dog this morning. Derek, what's this guy's name?
So this is Buford.
Buford. I like that.
Yep.
I like it. It's a fun name. What's Buford's story?
He came in as a surrender about a week ago.
Okay.
And he's 11 months old, German Shepherd mix. That mix could be anything.
Could be anything.
It looks kind of a little bit Aussie to me.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dog, though.
Oh yeah,
Very
absolutely.
handsome.
He's got that red-brown coat on him. He's definitely a decent-sized German Shepherd. He'll fill out more for sure, but he's a little skinny right now.
And he's only 11 months old, right?
Correct.
So essentially, he's still got a lot of that puppy energy.
He does. He definitely does.
He does. He's kind of like a hurricane in here. He was knocking over the trash cans and getting into the stuff, and
oh yeah.
Now we got toys for him though, and he knows how to sit, so that's nice.
Sit. Good job, buddy.
You said he's been at the shelter for about a week now?
Yeah, just a week, so not too long, but he's doing a really good job. He's hanging out with some of the other dogs there.
Nice.
So he gets along with other dogs for sure.
Do you know if he seems like a cat chaser? Do you know?
I would imagine. Well,
he seems like he'd love to chase cats.
I don't know if he'd maybe like kill the cat or anything, but he would definitely be like, that's a toy, right?
He'd want to play,
chase after it, for sure. So maybe not the best cat dog.
Yeah, possibly not. He does fairly well. I got with my kids here. He seems to do fairly well. He's a little bit. If you have a small child, he might be kind of a jumper on him.
Yeah. So with respectable children, I think he'll be totally fine.
Yeah, I think
absolutely.
So too. What a fun dog, Buford. I'm sure he will not last long. How are you guys doing at the shelter on capacity? Are you pretty full? Are you holding steady? Are things under control lately? Or
we're doing a lot better. I would say that the dogs that we have are in a good number, but we still have quite a few of them that could get adopted, like Buford over here.
Buford, yeah.
And then we do have some cats as well. So a good number of cats. Not so many kittens. Kitten season's kind of winding down a little bit, thankfully. So
right.
It was a crazy year, this one.
Yeah. I always see these posts on social media, and people are like, does anyone know where I can get a cat or a kitten? I'm like, why don't you go to the shelter?
Shelter should be your first pick.
Check the shelter first.
Yeah.
Derek, sorry, we didn't make it out. I know Jackie went to the movies, Bark at the Park movie thing.
Yes.
I didn't make it out because we thought it was kind of too hot. I think that's maybe what happened with a lot of people. But still a good turnout. You had, 90-some dogs? And
we had, the official count was like 92. I think a few people came in right as the movie started.
Okay.
So, like, our count might be closer to 97-ish.
100-ish.
So, close to 100. Not quite the record-breaking that we were hoping.
Let's try it again next year. Can we do that?
Oh, yeah. We're going to be doing this every year now.
Okay,
so until that shelter's built over there, it's going to be moving the bark. And this time, we'll have a lot more time to plan.
Maybe pick a
little nicer day.
Cooler time of year, maybe. It's hard to predict the weather, of course.
It is.
Derek, on a completely different subject, did you get any storm damage at your house, or are you okay last night?
Other than the power, our entire block was just completely out of power for that storm last night, and then the same storm 2 nights before that. Just out of power. It was so wild. I've never seen that happen.
I've heard some people still do not have power this morning, which is
do they not?
That's what I've heard.
Oh, that's crazy.
Which is crazy and a bad deal. The shelter, no damage down there. I think most of the storm kind of missed this kind of down that part of town.
This area, I don't think it hit at all. It was kind of over where the university, because that's where my wife works.
Yeah,
hers was out of power too.
Is that right?
At the university, I thought that was crazy.
Crazy. You guys have any special needs right now? I know you're closed today. Wednesday's your down day, but back open tomorrow at noon if you want to come down and adopt Buford. If you can't adopt a pet for whatever reason, maybe you want to help out financially or donating goods. What can you guys use?
Dry cat food. Yeah,
Always
we're in desperate need for some dry cat food. Dry anything is really good because it lasts a long time, and we will eventually get to it. Always are needing paper towels, pipe pads, because those never go bad. We will always use those. And then wet canned food, so both dog and cat. We're kind of low on those numbers as well.
I talked about this yesterday on the show, and I don't know if you have cats, right?
I do.
And do you feed them normally? You feed them dry food, or do you feed them soft food?
I do feed them dry food. Their wet food's kind of like a treat for them sometimes.
Yeah, we ran out of cat food at our house. We have meow mix or whatever, so we usually buy, and we ran out. So we had a box of soft cat food for the same purpose. It was like for treats. It was like for Christmas, so the cats get, whatever. And I was so grossed out by it. It just smells so bad.
It's rough stuff.
And I like seafood and stuff, and just opening the can, I'm like,
oh yeah. No,
and I couldn't get the smell of my fingers, and I kept wiping the counter, and I'm like, why does it smell so gross?
It's got the weirdest texture. The pate is just so weird looking. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Cat's scarfing down.
What did you do? Oh my god.
Yeah, he's fun. Buford's having a lot of fun in here.
He's loving it.
How did he like the car ride over? Good? Or was he
Oh,
kind
he
of
was
bouncing around? Yeah.
totally fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect car ride, buddy. Walking though, he definitely walked me over here.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you might need a little bit of leash training.
Sure.
But he's a great dog.
This is a great dog, and for somebody can put a little time into him, I think you'll get a nice lifelong pet from Buford. Especially if you like going on adventures, I think this dog would be great, maybe for a hiking companion, jogging companion. If you like to go biking and stuff,
Absolutely.
I think you'd be a great friend there. So, Derek, we'll get a picture, video, bio up a little bit later on this morning. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you as always.
Good to see you too. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. 9:30.